What's up, you guys? Namicon here, bringing you my perspective as to what Aerotech is bringing us. And today we will be talking about Tom and Jerry in World of the Whiskers. Released first for the PlayStation 2 on October 22nd, 2002, with the GameCube and the Xbox versions coming a year later. It received average reviews. Not many written reviews were out at the time, but there were ratings given from various gaming sources. Nintendo Power rated the GameCube version 3.2 out of 5. Famitsu rated the PS2 version 21 over 40. Team Xbox rated it 7.1 out of 10. And GameSpot rated it 6.4 out of 10. IGN also rated it almost the same as GameSpot. So the general consensus is that the game is fine. So the game has no story mode. There is an arcade mode of sorts where you can play as various characters from the Tom and Jerry franchise, and you can also unlock more. The playable characters are Tom, Jerry, Spike, Tyke, Nibbles, Butch, Duckling, Eagle, Monster Jerry, the Lion, and Robot Cat. The game is a platform fighter, not like Smash Brothers, but more so heavily inspired by Power Stone. It is set in a 3D environment, so you can move your character in all sorts of directions. The combat is basic. You have a punch button, a kick button, a jump button, a shield button, the basics for a fighting game. There is a way to grab an opponent, but the way they do it is weird. You cannot grab an opponent unless they are dizzy or they are stuck in an unknown object. And to command the grab, I believe you have to press both the grab. I think you have to press both the punch and shield button at the same time. I think that's how it works. All I know is that you have to press two buttons at the same time. The game is stupidly easy to beat. The CPUs in this game is so brain dead. Like, most of the time, they just stand there not doing anything. Although there are times where they can put up a challenge, but that is rare. Like, I played the PS2 version when I was a kid, and I for some reason I had a very hard time with the CPUs during my youth, but nowadays nowadays, thanks to those CPUs, I got every single character in less than 5 hours. Guess goes to show you, that my younger self had a lot to learn. I can't say I'll complain though, because I have a feeling this game will be a blast to play with friends. I like the stages in this game. The designs are hit and miss. I really like the settings for most of them. One is set in the beach, one is set in Italy, one is set in the haunted house, one is set in the western setting, and the other is set in a kitchen. The A setting that is the standard for Tom and Jerry. The music is really good. No. I'm serious. This game has bangers. Although some of the songs in this game share the same compositions, like the western stage and the Italian stage share the same melody, but that doesn't mean they're bad tracks. No, they're actually good. Excuse me. Like, I love the western stage track along with the kitchen track. Even the main menu song is catchy. Otherwise, there's not much the game offers here. It is the best Tom and Jerry game, which is sad, because while Tom and Jerry and video games have been around since the Commodore 64 days, the fact that War of the Whiskers is the gold standard for this franchise is a massive shame, honestly. Although they are in multiverses, that's not a Tom and Jerry game. I think there is potential for a great Tom and Jerry game if they get the right developers and put trust in them. I don't think it can necessarily be a fighting game. I mean, I think a 3D platformer would be perfect for this franchise, but that's how I feel. Overall, it's a fine platform fighter, kind of forgettable. Even at the time, I would honestly choose Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee and Shrek Super Slam, because those games had more content and the presentations for those games were better in my eyes. Although I will say that the skins for each character they're neat. Straight references from the original shorts. That's really cool. But So the reason why the PS2 and the GameCube and Xbox versions were came out in a year later was that the PS2 version had you can only play 2 players, and it also had a worldwide release. Whereas the GameCube and Xbox versions, while those versions had you could the had has four you could play with four up to 4 players. Unfortunately, those are only North American those are exclusive to North America. I that's a massive shame, honestly, if you ask me, because I do feel that the GameCube and the Xbox versions are, since those are those are 4 players. I feel like those are the definitive versions. That's just how I feel. But anyways, for those that have played Tom and Jerry Ward the Whiskers, did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have it, and if you want to, you can also follow my Instagram, Backlog, and Letterboxd down in the description down below. My rating for this game is a 6.5, maybe a 7 out of 10 if I'm kind to it. Like the gameplay is fine enough. It's just that it's kind of basic for my liking, and there's not much content in it. So yeah, this is Namicon. I'll see you next time.